So Drake dropped a freestyle for y'all,
He did.
and then he erased it. Or maybe not, because according to academics, UMG pulled the freestyle, um, which he says was a LeBron diss, which I thought was really interesting. I also think it's interesting that it was produced by Conductor Williams,
Mhm.
which is the same person who produced 7 minute drill by J. Cole.
Interesting.
If you remember when that beat switched to the beat everybody liked, it said conductor, conductor.
I do not remember that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. So NPR says new freestyle produced by Conductor Williams. Shh. Why did he tell you to press play? Um, oh man, did I lose my spot? Sometimes the tweets move, you know what I mean? You be looking at it and it'll disappear on you. Okay, I could pull up academics quick though.
Well, they're saying this is like a timestamp freestyle.
That's the vibe I got. So I could see why people say that. Yeah, okay. Academic says Drake's LeBron James diss has been striked by UMG and removed from YouTube.
So we think that is it that the speculation is that LeBron's people shut this down?
Well, it says UMG struck it, which means that the beat he was rapping on, maybe he didn't own. Maybe he was freestyling on somebody else's beat. I don't know where that beat came from. I understand that the NPR thing is saying produced by Conductor. If that's not an original beat, that could be a reason why it was pulled. But it does seem like other things are at play to me, because lots of people have freestyles on YouTube to other people's beats. So, and to be clear, audience, I'm not saying for a fact this is someone else's beat. I'm only speculating one of the possibilities. Because I know anytime we talk about Drake, people want us to be, 100% accurate, even when there's not accurate information yet. And so I just want to get ahead of it a little bit. But I don't see, even if, because I don't know for sure, even if this was someone else's beat, it's still a little strange that it was taken down, if this is true, because lots of freestyles on YouTube are on other people's beats. It's kind of like the way freestyles go. A lot of times a freestyle is not to a beat you own.
But not only that, apparently he posted something after the freestyle was
taken down.
Apparently he posted it to either X or Instagram, and he said that it would not be available on any DSPs, but that's not even there.
Okay.
I mean, and it could just be Drake playing with everybody. That is also a possibility. Let me mess with them for a couple hours.
Yeah, I just went to his
and then go
his Twitter. There's no tweet there.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know why it came down, but it's not there anymore. We had to do some digging to find it, but we found it.
We did.
Somebody said you could look at the video and see the cadence of the freestyle without any audio.
Right. That's true. That I agree with.
And I said, yeah, I can see it. So what'd you think?
Yeah, and I just went to his Instagram. Nothing on his story.
Nope.
And the last post on his feed is from Christmas Day.
Yep.
And that's an interesting post. I thought this was more of the same, honestly. He's not naming anybody. There's lots of suggested things, but he's not putting names on bullets. Starts off by talking about the bros, but then later says people shouldn't be calling him bro. We're not cousins. We're not relatives. It's really weird to me. I feel like this is a way of like, I'm gonna address stuff, but not really. And you know who I'm talking to because it's you, but everybody else is gonna speculate. Maybe the bro is LeBron. Maybe the bro is J. Cole. I mean, it's weird because, like, yeah, my bros got tickets. That is about LeBron and DeMar DeRozan, probably, sure. But then, like, the other line about saying, like, we don't want to ruin your public image, and then, like, all the sibling stuff, that could easily be J. Cole. I feel like at this point, like, okay, if there was never a rap battle, then all right, this would be like, all right, Drake doing his usual thing. All right, that's fly. But I feel like at this point, what is it, 6 months later? I mean, I just looked at his Twitter. Family Matters was in May. It's now January. Like 6, 7 months later? What we got? June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now we in January. We in month number 8 almost. You gonna put out a freestyle that doesn't say anybody's names after everything that happened? I feel like at this point you just gotta say what it is. Like the talk of, we used to do a pod together, but you've been slipping. No, nigga, say Dash been fucking up and you don't want anything to do with her. Like, I just feel like, today you got to put a name on the bullet.
Wait till they say we're beefing.
Oh yeah, that's why not? Yeah, of course. Let them say that. Right. Oh, that's why they've been canceling so many pods. There's internal beef. He's gonna drop a freestyle about it. No. Anyway, and that's my point, right? My point is, at this point, with everything that has happened, say names. The other thing is, you talking about they fell in love with the gimmicks. Drake.
Yeah. So
where is Soldier Boy when you need him? Drake.
Agree, because he says something like he says one trick pony or something like that. Kendrick don't have one trick. Because I assume when he said that was directed at Kendrick.
It's just like, dude,
Kendrick doesn't have one trick. In fact, you, my friend, should look in the mirror, because while I don't think that Drake has one trick, I think that Drake has been relying on one trick. Whether it's true or not, even before the beef, even before the battle happened this year,
last year. It's okay. It's still the first couple of days of January. Don't worry. It takes a little time to adjust.
It does. Drake was relying on this one trick. And honestly, it's not a trick. If you think about it, it's kind of just, I'm popular, ha ha ha. That's not enough.
And I got more money than you.
And who cares? Like,
well, that's
why you seem unhappy.
Drake cares.
Like, he literally seems unhappy to me, and I've said this to you off pod.
Yeah.
Like, I think he seems like a troubled guy. Like he's not happy. Like, he just seems like he's just
got Kendrick's hold him, hit the ayahuasca. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But it's like he's going through the motions. I don't know him personally, but some of the stuff he posts, some of the stuff he says, just kind of leads me to believe that he's not like, he doesn't feel fulfilled in his life, like on a deep level.
They say
So
money doesn't make what is it? Money can't bring happiness.
money doesn't buy you happiness.
Buy you happiness. There you
And I
go.
and I kind of feel like there's a little bit of that going on with Drake. So it's kind of weird because it's like, bro, but you.
Yeah, you can't call him bro. Cause even his half sister he won't accept as a sibling, apparently.
I heard him say that, and I thought to myself, Drake is not the first and won't be the last to say something like that. But I did laugh to myself and go, why y'all be saying stuff like that to the public?
That poor young lady.
Right?
Just caught a stray
It's
for no
none of my
reason.
business. I didn't ask to be born.
I
Like,
wasn't in the battle.
right. How I
Okay, and the
never
next thing
knew.
is speaking of the battle,
Yeah.
he says they included my family. I'm going to jail. No, you're not.
Right, like Drake, you're
You-
not gonna
You're
hit
not.
anybody.
You're
At
not going
most
to
you
jail.
might
You
at most
you this tough mob ties talk. Do we still want to hear that from Drake?
no.
Question mark.
I never really wanted to hear that from Drake. The most that Drake will probably do is hire some people, some goons.
And then like, I, I mean, do we believe that today? I don't believe that today. The next thing is like, didn't Drake start the family talk first? If I remember correctly, Kendrick kept saying, "Don't cross certain lines because it'll get ugly." And then Drake started talking about his wife and the fisticuffs.
Um, I don't
Think
know.
back.
I don't know because
The
the
first
way.
couple responses, Kendrick was saying, "Hey, don't cross certain lines. It doesn't have to get personal."
Wish I had my laptop. I don't remember the order the songs came in, but Kendrick released multiple songs at a time, so that's why I'm reluctant to say that that's true.
The first couple songs, Kendrick was saying, "Hey, don't cross certain lines. This doesn't have to get personal. You don't want me to get personal because I have secrets."
Okay, I mean, was he already calling him, the P word?
No, remember that came late in the battle.
So what did he say in the beginning?
Kendrick,
Yeah.
he said a lot, but he kept saying, and that's why I'm saying, Drake is saying they brought up my family. I'm going to jail. I'm going to crash out. But Drake was the first one to bring up family.
Where did Crash Out come from? When
I
did that
don't
start?
know, but I wish they would all just crash.
Because that's a fairly new expression, right? Like,
It's just
where did it
weird.
come from?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm not hip.
I've just been hearing a lot of people say it lately, and I, was
I
curious.
understand the terminology, but
No, I get it. I understand what it means. It kind of, I feel like it came out of nowhere. Maybe it didn't come out of nowhere, and I'm just, living under a rock. I don't know.
just cool grandma, but not really.
Right, exactly, and happy with that.
And then Drake gonna say that he grew up with a bunch of Jewish people and a bunch of Christians, and even gained a lot of respect for the Muslim religion.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what? Why is this?
And I've read all three of those religious texts. What are we talking about, Drake? I don't. What do you?
I just was confused as to why that.
What are we? What's the conversation? Because we could have it.
I
I
just
mean,
was confused. Like, why was this here? And then he said, I don't got a drinking habit. I have a subtle habit.
did he say I have a subtle habit, or did he say I'm a subtle addict? I swear he used
Oh,
the word addict.
maybe I thought he said habit. Let me go genius that. Hold on.
Because I thought to myself, wow, that's very revealing. But maybe I misheard.
I don't even know the name of this freestyle. I can't. How do I look this
I
up?
forget what they said it was called. I
Oh,
don't know.
new freestyle lyrics came right up. Oh, Fighting Irish is the name of
Oh,
this.
right.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot he started with "The Summer's Over, I Missed It." Drake, you missed fall too, player. But I get that part actually because remember originally he put up a post saying summer heat was coming or something like that. So that makes sense. All right, I'm on Genius. Let me get to the end here. Sadly mistaken. Okay, verse 2.
That's the way I like it.
By the way, saying it wasn't me, it was a body double is hilarious. I'm gonna start using that.
I just, is that to his benefit though?
He said I got a subtle addiction. I don't have a drinking problem. I got a subtle addiction. A subtle addiction.
Sir, an addiction is an addiction.
I got my father's habits and I got my mother's permission. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what the mother part means, but I get the father part.
And why I don't understand the last line. I'm staring at my daddy while y'all telling me I wasn't that nigga. That's a weird last line.
Sure.
As a person who writes raps from time to time, I don't know if that's the way I ought to close this out.
What would you have said?
Not that. Because this whole ending is weird. Look at the last couple bars, right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Dennis James comes out when that vodka is flooding my system. I don't have a drinking problem. I got a subtle addiction. I got my father's habits and I got my mother's permission. My dad has another child. I told him that wasn't my sister. Grew up with dozens of Jews churches with dozens of Christians. Also developed a deep respect for the Muslim religion. I'm staring at my daddy while y'all telling me I wasn't that nigga. This is a weird last 8 bars or... Oh, I didn't read the 8th bar. I started at bar 7, whatever. But the next time, bury me in gold, my blood is Egyptian. Yo,
Is
this
dad Muslim?
this is weird. Remember when he did the Heart Part 6?
Yeah.
And we all were like, this is kind of weird. This was like that for me. I was like, this is kind of weird.
He be pulling stuff out of a hat. He shouldn't have made that.
Oh, he said somebody else pulled stuff out of a hat.
But that's what I'm that's
Oh, you not?
I'm hearkening back.
Look at you! Look at
I'm
you!
making an actual reference.
Look at the double entendres.
Listen.
Dash go and write some rap bars next. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, listen. When I was a youngster,
Back when you were sipping champagne by the pool.
who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? But honestly, I used to write raps at the
Poor
back of my
Exhibit.
notebook.
Now that I'm looking at the lyrics, poor Exhibit. Exhibit just got...
Don't you love? Okay, that's kind of my favorite thing about. Well, I shouldn't say my favorite thing, but that's one of my favorite things about hip hop is that people be minding their own business and all of a sudden end up in somebody's rap.
Right. Got you sitting on blue couches like Dashing D. You'd be like,
What did I
I was just...
I don't even know where that come from.
Oh, man. Back when I used to sit on blue couches, Dash.
It's just Exhibit is probably somewhere like, nah, I get in it. Because
You probably feel like, all right, that was good. Thanks.
I mean, I know, but it's just random sometimes. It's completely random. And maybe it's not completely random and I just don't know enough, but
I'm still stuck on the body double.
I'm stuck on the rabbit out of the hat because Drake stop.
Let me look at the beginning of these lyrics.
Or whatever it was. It was like a
No. You're right. I'm just, now that I got the lyrics in front of me, I can't help but, skim through because, I listened to it twice before we did the pod. But when you got the lyrics in front of you, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Drake is a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
Drake guzzling the Guinness is funny to me.
I just hear him say that. I said, oh.
Oh, when I'm breaking world records still as I guzzle the Guinness.
The Guinness makes sense though. He's always talking about how he's around like Caribbean culture. He's from Toronto and big Caribbean.
Well, he let us know what he likes to drink because he's got the Guinness in there, and then later he talks about the vodka.
Mm-hmm.
So
I guess those are his vices.
He guzzles the Guinness, and the vodka floods his system.
Yeah.
All right.
Jason.
Oh, and maybe Guinness is also because it's called Fighting Irish.
Maybe.
I would assume so.
Maybe.
All right, man. We reviewed it for y'all.